Tate and his mate, you know what I mean?
Hey, ho, ho, ho.
By the way, nice Christmas jumper.
You know, hey.
Wait, what is that?
Likewise, I look at you and I just want to go meow.
Yeah, like, okay, this is going to be really fun with my wife and my kids because they know we have cats, but like, I am not the cat guy at all. Meow.
You wear the cats, the Christmas cat sweater.
Oh,
man.
Okay, so now listen, before we get into Tate and his mate, and I've got some great ones today. If you're listening for the first time, Tate and his mate is obviously, I'm from England. Chuck Tate, across the room from me, he is
not from England.
He's not from England, and so it's Tate and his mate. And what we do is we always just try to get him off guard with some of these English sayings that we've been going through over the last 2 months, right?
So yeah, every episode you give me a word that's well known and used frequently in England.
Yeah.
All right. And then I have to guess the meaning. You just give me the word. I have to guess the meaning because it's unfamiliar here in the States.
Yeah. And you do terribly at it.
I'm horrible.
But if you were listening, I can't remember if it was last week or the week before. Forgive me, because we record these, so many of these. But we talked about mince pies.
Mince pies, yeah.
You remember mince pies? Do you remember?
Pies, yeah, I don't remember if that's a past episode or one we already recorded.
No, it was because it was a Christmas one. It was a Christmas one.
I don't know where I am. I got this gorilla sweater on, and I need a banana. Yes, we're talking about, and I actually had a conversation with a friend right after this who showed up at the door with a fruitcake, and because he knows I hate it. These kind of friends I have. And he said, "Now listen, I know you hate fruitcake, Chuck, but you really are gonna love this." And he got it in Tennessee. I should have brought this up to Amy. And anyway, it was pecans, and it had like fruit and I, for somebody who hates fruitcake, I actually really did like it. I enjoyed it. My family loved it, and I started telling him the conversation about the mincemeat pie.
Yeah,
and because it was. The fruit, I don't know.
What are you doing now?
Show me the money! Merry Christmas and mincemeat. No, did you mince meat?
So what I did, okay, listen to this.
Yeah, okay.
My dad loves to cook, right?
Yeah.
So I called him and said, "Hey, you got any mince pies?" He went and made.
You got to be kidding.
Mince pies.
Your dad's the best. You got to be kidding me.
So, here we are. Okay, let me show you what a mince pie is. And we're doing a special video of Tate and his mate for people today to see. So,
because usually this podcast comes to you via audio, but today we're letting you see this. So your dad made me a mincemeat pie.
Mince pie.
A mince pie. Sorry. There's mince meat inside, but it's not real meat. It's... What I found out last week is it's like fruit and nougat or like not nougat, but it's like a Snickers bar melted down in there. like fruit and raisins.
So I want to hand you this.
All right,
okay.
All right. Thank you.
You got it. Okay. All right. And I'm going to have one as well, and we're going to both eat at the same time.
It's kind of like taking
it's like
Christmas communion.
Yeah.
In England.
We got a Starbucks. All right, so let's have a bite.
Right.
Okay. Oh, man. These pretzels are making me thirsty.
Yeah, that's
good.
Man, that's like a corn muffin with fruit in it. But sweet. That's really good. Wow, I am impressed. I'm having another bite.
There you go, mince pies.
Wow.
Chuck, why don't you hold yours up to the camera? People can see that you really are eating it. It's not like you're faking it or anything. He's eating the mince pie.
This is my very first mince pie, and I am Really enjoying it.
That, I mean, oh. All right. We got a show to do.
Man.
But couldn't go without that.
Yeah, that is, man, Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Hey. That was good. Now, okay. Tate and his mate. I've got one for you. What are you going to be doing on Boxing Day? What are you going to be doing on Boxing Day? Boxing Day is the saying or word of the day. Now, they do use it a little bit over here, but do you know the meaning of it?
This is the fight coming out with Floyd Jr. and Floyd. Was it Paul? I don't know his name. The celebrity guy on YouTube who just knocked out Nate Robinson. So we're gonna at Boxing Day. We're gonna watch a boxing match. I'm guessing no.
That's
I
not it. That's
all right,
not
no.
it.
Let me guess. So on Boxing Day.
And what is Boxing Day? Do you know what Boxing Day is?
Is this where we box up mince pies?
You're close. Okay, so Boxing Day is the day after Christmas Day. So tomorrow is Boxing Day.
Oh, wow.
And in England, and also wherever the Commonwealth is, right, it's another day off as well. As a kid growing up, Boxing Day was the day where we would go and see other relatives outside of the immediate family.
And you box up everything you didn't like.
No, you're close.
And then you just give it back, give it to somebody else to re-gift it. Happy Boxing Day. Here's my mince pie.
No, let me tell you what it was. So what happened back in the day in England was the employers, everyone would have Christmas Day with their families, right? That was Christmas Day. But Boxing Day was the day where employers would box up gifts and take them to their employees. And they would deliver boxes of gifts to their employees throughout the city. And that's why it was called Boxing Day.
Did Ebenezer Scrooge start this holiday?
Oh, Chuck, no, he didn't. Yeah. But Boxing Day is a big day in England. Big day.
I love it.
Like they, in England now, tomorrow all the Premier League soccer games will be happening. A lot of people will go and play golf or go out as a family, go to a restaurant. I mean, not during COVID, obviously, but they would do a lot of stuff on Boxing Day with people outside their immediate family. But it originally started from the employers taking their employees boxed gifts.
That is really cool.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I never knew that. It was completely unfamiliar.
I'm
going to start watching The Crown.
Come on.
And I am going to learn more. I'm just going to, one of these days, surprise you that I'm going to...
Well, one of the things on The Crown, right, which they show... and was on my list, man. It's as if you read my list and you haven't read my list at all. But one of the things on The Crown is the Queen at 3:00 every Christmas Day. She will do an address to the nation. This still happens now.
Wow!
And so 3:00 in England. She would make this speech, the Queen's speech. And I'll be honest with you, over the last few years, it has been very eye-opening to hear her testimony and her faith journey. She makes it as pretty much a gospel message, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, it is very, if you just Google some of the Queen's speeches, it's one of those things that is a thing that happens in England. It's like the thing at 3:00. So,
wow.
When you're watching when you get to watch The Crown, you'll be able to see it.
And I can't. I'm definitely going to watch now, and we're going to talk about this.
Yeah. So, there it is. That's the Tate and his mate for Christmas 2020. It has been a crazy, crazy year, Chuck. But you know what? There's been a lot of good that's come out of it, including Revival Town podcast.
It's been so fun to do this with you. Thank you.
Yeah, and Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Merry Christmas to you and your family.
everyone listening. Yeah, Chuck, it's been awesome. It's been awesome getting to do this, but you have an amazing family, and we love celebrating Christmas with you, and not just Christmas. We have a good laugh, right?
Yeah. Boxing Day, all of them, all the holidays.
All of them.
Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Can't wait to see what's inside my box. Might be a leftover egg from Amy's house. But no, Merry Christmas, and I'm looking forward to 2021. We have some great guests that we've already interviewed, and we have some great guests lined up that we know you will love.
Yeah, it is. Just if you're listening, this is your first time, just hit subscribe to the Revival Town podcast on Spotify or Apple or wherever you listen. Tell people about it. We have had so much response from people just loving the conversations we have, the laughter we have. I mean, we don't want this a serious podcast. We want the topics to be pretty serious at times, but we just want to have fun, to be able to really bring a bit of lightheartedness at this time, Chuck.
Yeah, if we could just take a moment to... No, I'm just kidding. Absolutely. Let's have a good time. Let's enjoy life. And so you can help us out by subscribing and sharing, and give us a rating. That's I was trying to think of a past English word, and but I guess I was.
Well, it's because
I'm skew with.
Well, you're a plonker.
I'm a plonker.
All right, everyone.
Now I'm chuffed.
Oh, well, everyone, thank you for listening to the Revival Town podcast, and check in with us next week for another edition. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas, Chuck.
Merry Christmas, Andy.
To hear more of this episode, head on over to revivaltownpodcast.com or subscribe wherever you listen to your podcast. And remember to share this on social media.